All right, good morning, Cherokee family. We are day 3 here at the Indiana Fuel Tank. Toledo Cherokee taking on the Wisconsin Junior Guardians. This is game 5 for the Toledo Cherokee. Currently sitting 4-0, playing a great weekend so far. Thanks for joining us. I know the Olympic game is on as well, so we're competing with that. We appreciate you being with us today. Boys are eager to get this game started. We've got Rig Harris starting for us in goal. Jack Myers, Thomas Wilkevich. And Cam's going to round out our front line here with Wolfie and Albert on our D line. Feel free to text me Olympic updates as we are broadcasting here. All right. Wisconsin's going to dump that out. We're going to start off strong. We're just going to be able to snag that over to Wolfie. All right, TC's going for a line change. We've got Hubbard and Bomer joining us on the D. Brighton Russo coming in. Going to join the force over here with Nixie Lukes and Jetner. TC better wake up a little bit, but Bomer is able to snag that, pops it up the boards over to Nixie. Nixie's going to do a look over to Brighton, just a little bit off. Brighton's still going to buzz in there, see if he can apply a little pressure. All right. Guardians got it deep in their zone. Boys are going to battle hard. Pops it out. Russo's going to chase. Dumps it deep into our zone. Going to roll it up the walls. Jetner able to pick it up. TC goes for a line change. Roman Signs comes, able to snag that maybe. We have Hudson Sorovi and Luchansky as our other forwards. Roman Signs is going to grab it. Passes it up. Over to Luchansky, gets tied up just a little bit. Wisconsin pops it out. Chase Albert able to pop it up the wall. Albert up to the wall, up to Sorovi. All right. Wolfie able to pick that up, pops it over to his D partner, up to Albert. Albert up to Sarovi. Sarovi's got Signs open. Signs going to take a shot and scores. Toledo Cherokee scores with 11 minutes and 16 seconds. All right, great way to start off the game here. All right, boys are going to line up here. Got a fresh new legs coming out. Got Woj. Got Jack Myers taking the face off for us. Albert and Wolfie on the back end. Wisconsin takes a shot, blocked by Rig. Picked up by Cam Cones, up the boards. Got a 2-on-1 here. Woj buzzing, able to toss it. Blocked by the Wisconsin goalie. Up on the boards, picked up by Wisconsin. Hubbard able to pick it up, tosses it up the boards. Nope, goes across the ice, picked up by Wisconsin. Takes a shot, Rig is there. All right. We've got Nixie, Jetner, and Russo. Jetner taking the face off for us. Wisconsin wins that face off. Bomer pops it up to Nixie. Nixie's looking right to Russo. Picked up by Wisconsin. Wolfie applying the pressure along with Jetner. Little bobble there. Puck was able to be scooped out. Tosses it and out of bounds. Out of play. All right. Setting up here, we've got Jetner taking the face off for us again. All right. Wisconsin's going to shoot. And pops it up the boards. TC applying the pressure. Little squabble. Wolfie able to pop that out. Back up on the boards. Jetner was able to pick that up. Little bump on the boards there. Russo was able to pick it up. Flying down. Player falls into the boards. Brighton did not touch him, by the way. Still in the possession of Wisconsin. Bomer battling hard to keep that in. Luchansky joins the rush here and dumps it. Got Clausen in Signs. Signs is in there to be able to pop that out over to Bomer. Hubbard's probably going to take a shot here. And little loose, little scrum, little poking. And it appears they are going to give TC a penalty for that little shove. Looks like we got a roughing call on number 10, Roman Signs. Maybe some questions being asked on that call. Not sure. Wisconsin on a power play here. Penalty kill line. We've got Jack Myers, Bomer, and Cam Cones, along with Hubbard, trying to kill this off for 1:30. Slight delay as they work on the scoreboard here. Remember, folks, these are all volunteer positions. This is a good time to check the score of the USA game. All right. Everyone's excited about the minute and 30 penalty. All right, TC needs to kill this off. Jack Myers applying some pressure. Wisconsin's got it. We've got Bomer Hubbard. And unfortunately, that resulted in a goal here by Wisconsin, tying up the game here 1-1. All right. Well, we're going to reset here. Boys are taking their time getting to the line. All right. We're going to have Jack Myers coming over here to take our face-off for us with Russo, Cam Cones as his wingers. Hubbard and Bomer are going to stay back there on D. Wisconsin wins that face-off, but picked up by Hubbard. Hubbard's going to pass it over to Russo. Jack Myers flies to the net. Shot on goal. Pushed away by Wisconsin goalie. Oh, picked up by Cam Cones, and he scores! There we go. Great recovery by TC. Cam Cones was able to get right at that angle and popped it right in there. Great job by that line. Great recovery. All right, Wisconsin already ready to go. Got Wolf and Albert back here on D. Jetner's going to take the face-off for us with Cherokee and Wukevich. Little bobble there. Jetner able to pop it out. Battles hard on the boards. It's going to dump it in our zone. Wukevich able to grab it. Pops it back in. All right. Sorovi circling. That picked up by Junior Guardians. Great poke by Jace Albert. Battling on the boards. Sorovi able to grab it. Nobody there to pick it up. And we got a whistle blown here. A little scrum on the wall. And it looks like we've got Jetner taking a penalty. Can't quite see what the call is. Oh, it looks like we got a cross check. Toledo back on a penalty kill. Working hard to kill this off for a minute 30. We're going to have Wolf and Albert along with Signs and Nixie to kill this off. TC takes another penalty. It's currently 2-0. Junior Guardians are going to pick that up. Nixie, Signs applying the pressure as puck goes D to D. D takes the slapper, picked up by Rigg. Wolfie battling hard in the corner. He's got to pick it up. Wisconsin still has it. TC needs to kill this off as they circle around. Junior Guardians trying to set something up as they pass it. Circling around, Nixie Lukes. Oh, yeah, Nixie, come on. All right, Wisconsin takes a shot, goes wide. Nixie Lukes was ready to take that shot. Pressure again by Signs. Jace, Albert and Wolf. Oh, picked up. Not out of the zone yet. Wisconsin takes a shot, blocked by Rigg. Battling, oh, great shot. Nixie Luke's able to pick that up, pops it out of our zone. Roman Science is going to fly in there, try to pick it up. Got Hubbard and Bomer now joining our D-Force. Brighton Russo. Ooh, right. No call there. It was great. Wisconsin's going to enter our zone. Brighton Russo going to apply some pressure on the boards. Got Jack Myers battling hard. Jack has it. He's going to toss it over. Picked up. Don't mess with Brighton Russo on the boards, I tell you that. Jack Myers is going to fly in there. Hopefully we can pick this up. Hubbard's applying the pressure. Able to pick it up. Right over to Brighton and Jack Myers. 2-on-2 here. Passes it over to Jack. Jack's going to look. Jack takes the shot. Picks up by the Wisconsin. Pops it over. Russo on the boards again. Battling hard. Russo's going to bail for a line change. TC's got it. We've got Jack Myers and Jetner. All right. Oh, Luchansky comes in. Backhand. Just a little wide. Jack Myers going for a line change. Joining us, we've got Cam Cones comes flying in. TC battling hard. Cam over to Jetner. It's going to go wide. Junior Guardian's going to pick that up. Bomer's battling hard to keep it in our zone. Pops it out. Great stick by Hubbard as he gets possession of it. Passes it across the ice over to Woj. Woj is going to dump it before he goes for a line change with Luchansky. Albert and Wolfie joins as the D-line as Sorovi pops in there. Klassen circling around. What's wrong? What about it? Oh, fuck. Here.
All right, sorry, we had to get April's attention as somebody skate. I don't know who skate, so I get my glove off because I can't do anything right now. Oh, we got Sorovi taking it into the zone. It's out. Sorry, I'm no Aaron Andrews, but I will try my best to keep you all entertained this morning. Hubbard and Bomer back out in D. Russo, Nixon, and Signs up on offense. Oh, that's a trip. All right, let me get my timing set up here. So Nixon's going to go to the box, it looks like, for a trip. We're going to be on a penalty kill here. One day I will learn how to use this. Until that day. Myers, Jetner, Hubbard, Bomer out right now. Wisconsin comes out with that. Oh, nice stick by Jetner. It's going to take that down boards. Hubbard keeps it in. I have 46 seconds left on this penalty kill. Wisconsin takes a shot, and Rigg glove saves that. I'm going to attempt to attach my microphone. Oh, April's back. Welcome back, Aaron. All good?
Yeah, Woj needs a skate sharpen.
Oh. All right, we've got Signs taking it down the ice. We got Tommy getting a skate sharpened. That's what Trevor's trying to get April's attention for, it looks like. Ten seconds left in this penalty kill. 2:12 left in the period. All right, we're going to be back to 5-on-5 here. Nixon's out of the box. We've got Russo taking it down. A lot of parents were putting their arms up over here like that should be a trip, but I don't think that was a penalty. They both fell. All right, we got Bomber and Hubbard back on D, and that's going to be an icing call. All right, we're going to get Cones, Zachansky, Nixon up on offense, Bomber and Hubbard still back on D. Bomber picks it up, dumps it up to Nixon. All right, we got 1 minute left in this period. Up to Luchansky, still loose in front of our net. Luchansky picks that up. He's going to bring it down the ice. Clausen goes with them. Over to Clausen. Oh, doesn't quite make it. And we have also got Jetner coming in as well. Albert Wolf back on D, it looks like. Is still loose. They're still fighting for that puck. Still loose. It is Wisconsin picking that up. It goes wide of the net. Wisconsin did get a shot off there. Didn't make it. Got it out of the zone. All right, we got Sorobi chasing that in. Bomer Hubbard D. We have also got Nixon and all right, that's the end of the first. We're at a 2-1 game here.
All right, we are back in business here at the top of the second period. Toledo Cherokee up 2-1. We're going to have Jack Myers taking the face-off for us. He's got his buddies Bomer and Hubbard on the back line. Cones and Serovi rounding out our line here. Serovi picking it up on the wall, was able to toss it maybe over to Jack as they work to try to picked up by Wisconsin. Wisconsin's going to look. Little touch there by Cam Cones. He was able to grab it, buries it down deep. Jack Myers is going to chase. Serovi in there trying to battle through. Oh, that looked like an elbow and a couple jabs and some more jabs. No calls there. Wolfie on the boards. Picked up by Jace Albert. Cam Cone's able to pick that out of the scrum. Heads deep into the wall. Serovi's tied up a little, passes it over, wasn't able to pick it up, but Roman Sainz comes out of nowhere. Picks it up. Working through. Oh. He's trying to make something happen with Serovi. Bomer is able to pick it up. Pops it out of our zone. Bomer's looking. He's going to maybe pass it over to his D partner, Hubbard, over there. Nope, passes it up the wall. Nixie Lukes is going to pick that up. 3-on-2 here. Roman Sainz. Oh, great setup. Nixie was able to pick it up. Still battling hard. Whistles blown. TC couldn't make anything happen in that play there, but going to reset. And the coach is yelling at me again. They're Pardon the interruption. Coach seems to be in a bat mood today. We have Thomas Wilkevich out with a boot that needs sharpened here. So something's going on at Indy Fuel here, wrist rink. All right. And the clock's not running. All right, out of play. All right, we got the clock running. I have a series of interruptions here this morning in this game. Coach Wolf not impressed with the time it takes to sharpen a skate around here. All right, we've got Jetner taking the face-off for us with Luchansky. And you got Jack Myers along with Wolfie and Albert on your D-line. All right. Guardian sends it deep into our zone. Wolfie's going to pick that up. Send it over to Luchansky on the wall. Jetner's buzzing around, applying the pressure. All right. Jack Myers doing a great job. Applying that pressure. Yep, he was able to pick it up. Tosses it in the board steep. Hopefully picked up by Jetner. Jetner working hard. And Jay Albert was able to pinch. Evan Luchansky was able to pick that up. He's buzzing hard back into our zone. Jetner's going to open up. Luchansky gets wailed a little bit there in the corner, and Wisconsin picked that up. Roman Sainz comes flying in, help out the crew. Homer's going to pick that up, toss it to his deep part. Nope, he's going to do a reverse, but Junior Guardians were there to pick it up. Roman Sainz helped bail that out. Roman's buzzing behind our net. He's going to fly up the zone here, battling through. We got 1, 2, 3, 5 defenders. He's going to shove it in deep into the zone there. Goalie kicks it away, picked up by Wisconsin. All right, Hubbard's able to pick that up. Great communication by Sainz. He's going to call for the middle. Ends up on the boards. Nixie Lukes opens up. Oh, Nixie's still back there. Boys couldn't make anything happen there as Junior Guardians pick it up. Wolfie needs to apply the pressure. He's got Hubbard there. They're going to take a little shot and scores. All right, we've got a tie game here in the second period with 10 minutes and 32 seconds left. Junior Guardians ready to take that shot. All right. Wolf and Albert are going to stay back here as D. Jetner and Cones and Brighton Russo. Jetner's going to take the face off for us. All right. Face off one. Wolfie's going to shove it up the boards, picked up by Guardians. Sends it in deep. Wolf and Albert are going to rush back there. Rig was able to pick that up, chip it over to Albert. Albert over to Wolf. Wolf's looking. He passes it up on the wall. Wolf is going to go up, passes it up the wall to Cam Cones. Cam's going to battle through 3 defenders. Scott Jetner circling around. Wisconsin pops it up on the wall, but Hubbard's there. Shoves it back into Brighton. Guardians pop it over to the other side of the boards here as Jetner comes flying in. Picked up by Guardians. Wolf needs to turn. He's got a guy behind him. Guardians are messing around and was able to, nope. Cam Cones applying great pressure. Popped it out. Wolf able to pick that up with the help of Rig Harris. Pops it up on the wall again. Cones over to Jetner. Jetner's going to go flying up. He's going to dump it in and go chase. Albert and Wolf back on D as they work. Defender coming down. Junior Guardians working hard there. Jetner applying the pressure. Pops it over to their D. Oh, all right. Thomas Wilkevich back in business. Jetner goes for a line change as Sorovi and Woj stay on. Roman Signs joins the forces. Boys are working hard to try to keep that in. Dumps it into our zone as Woj goes flying in. Back up on the boards. Roman's going to try to see out just a little bit of outside. Boys are going to have to reset here as Woj goes for a line change. All right, we got Brighton Russo coming in to help with the forces. He barrels in there, working hard to snag that. Got Signs and Sorovi still out there trying to help. Picked up by Wisconsin. Wisconsin grabs it. Bomer's applying great pressure. Is able to shoot that. Passed away by Rig. All right. Got some passes over here. All right, we've got a whistle blown. Boys are going to reset. Ooh. Okay, we've got 7 minutes and 45 seconds left in the second period. Score is currently 2-2. All right, we got Jack Myers taking the face-off for us. He's going to be able to win that. Pops it over to his D-man. Jace Albert was able to pop that up. Picked up by Junior Guardians. All right. Over the heads of a few kids there. Brighton's looking. Brighton's going to take a shot just over the head of our goalie there. Jack Myers applying great pressure. Albert able to keep that in our zone. Back on the boards to Brighton. Brighton's going to circle it around. Hopefully picked up by Luchansky. Jack Myers comes flying in to help. Couldn't make anything happen there. Picked up by Junior Guardians. Wolfie and Albert are going to have to apply the pressure. And we've got a hand up there. All right. Coach Wolf does not like this call. All right. So Toledo Cherokee on another penalty kill. Apparently, we have some arm movements here being explained to assistant coach Pat Myers. Not quite sure what this call is. Looks like a headlock. Apparently you can't do that. All right, we're still showing signs of some impatient junior guardians. All right, Coach Wolf still does not like that call. All right, still chirping. All right, we're going to reset here. Boys are just going to have to kill this off. Jack Myers was able to win that face-off, picked up by Jace Albert. Bobbles it a little bit, and Wisconsin was able to pick that up. Now going to have to work hard to recover. Brighton Russo applying the pressure. Junior Guardians take a shot. Rigg was able to pop it away. Wolfie's going to try to pick that up, pass it over to his D. Up on the boards. Jack Myers working hard with two other defenders. Junior Guardians going to take a shot. Brighton was able to scoop that up, whip it out of our zone. He's running down the boards here, working through two defenders. Was able to, there we go! Did not give up. Was able to push it right past. That's a goal scored by Brighton Russo. 6 minutes and 21 seconds. Brighton Russo brings our score up to 3-2. All right, didn't give up on that, and that paid off. We still have 52 seconds, though, left on a penalty kill. Jetner was able to pop that over, but Wisconsin was able to pick that up. You got Bomer and Hubbard back here on your D, working hard on the boards. All right. All right, shot taken over by Wisconsin, blocked by Rigg. Was able to be picked up by Hubbard. Hubbard and Bomer. Oh, Wojciech dumps it before he goes for a line change, and we have an icing. All right, got Nixie Lukes joining the forces here. Wolfie and Albert back here on your D, and Roman Signs. They have 19 seconds left on this kill. See if they can get it out of our zone. Make something happen. Roman Signs going to take the face off for us. Wisconsin picked that up. Nixie Luke's applying the pressure between the two Ds. I have no doubt those two between Nixie and Roman will block this shot if needed. Working hard. Wisconsin trying to set something up. And now they're at full strength. We are at full strength as Hudson Sarovi. A little pop there. It looks like it cut maybe Nixie Luke's boot. Boys are still trying to apply pressure. Shot taken by Wisconsin. Goes wide. Wisconsin takes another snipe. Goes wide. Wisconsin still has possession of it. Luke Wolf goes into the boards. Was able to grab possession of that. Hopefully, passes it over to a Cherokee player just out of the hands. All right. Boys are battling hard. Roman Signs able to pick that out of the scrum. Sends it up. Jace Albert's going to be able to pick that up. Yep, Jace Albert sends it across the ice. Sitting over to Nixie Lukes. Nixie battles hard between a couple of defenders. Picked up by Roman Signs. Signs and Nixie circling around. This is going to be picked up by our D, Bomer. Bomer's going to send it up the wall to Sarovi. Sarovi's looking. He's got Jack Myers open. Tosses it just a little outside. Russo's going to try to battle on the boards. Russo able to pick that up to Hudson Sarovi. Russo takes a shot. Looks like on his backhand, just a little wide. Cherokee trying to make something. Jack Myers comes flying in. Junior Guardians are going to send it up. Brighton was able to pick that up. Jack Myers is going to try to go in there to help. Junior Guardians, he's going to look probably across the... Oh, great little snatch there by Hudson Cherokee, able to block it a little, but Guardians were able to pick that up. All right. Junior Guardians tries to take a shot. Great block. It looks like you got Bomer and Rigg over there. Wisconsin's still looking. He's probably going to send it to his D. All right. Shot goes wide. Brighton Russo applying the pressure. Tried to get it out of our zone. Oh, great little block there by Brighton and couldn't make that happen. Still in their zone. There we go. Hudson Cherokee able to dump that in before he goes for a line change. All the boys are leaving. We got fresh new legs coming out. Wolfie's going to chase that deep. Try to keep that in. You got Jace Albert back there to help. Passes it up the boards to Luchansky. Little tackle from behind there. Trips up Sir Luchansky. Got Cam Cones up here buzzing around trying to make something happen with his buddy Jetner. All right. Wolfie's going to try to battle hard. Wasn't able to make anything. Wisconsin's going to take a shot. Goes real wide. Picked up by their other... Oh, little bobble there. All right. Couple bad passes there, and Cam Cones was able to scoop that up. Passes it to Luchansky. Luchansky's going to take a shot on his backhand just a little wide. Jetner's going to be able to pick that up on the boards and tosses it over to Hubbard. Hubbard's going to do a Hubbard shot, but it gets blocked. Going to have to reset here. Bomer's going to be able... Yep. A little reverse there by Hubbard. Picked up by Luchansky. All right. Got 1 minute and 46 seconds left in the second period. Toledo Cherokee up 3-2. Just check the score of the Canada-USA game. Unfortunately, it looks like Canada scored. All right. Let's get back to some real hockey. We have Toledo Cherokee boys working hard, hopefully, to get this out. You got Roman Signs, Nixie Lukes, and Thomas Wakevich. Hubbard and Bomer here on your back line. Boys are bobbling just a little bit in front of our net. Hopefully they can get this out. Hubbard's going to send it up the boards to Woj. Woj is going to apply some pressure here, picked up by Wisconsin. Wisconsin's going to dump and go for a change. Bomer's got it, cruising up the boards to Nixie. Nixie's going to battle hard up the boards. Cruising through a defender, tosses it all over to Woj, but picked up. Signs is going to battle hard. All right. Got an offsides call there. Oh, boy. Got a Junior Guardians that fell on their butt, maybe. Yep. Must have just fell on that line. All right. We got Holden Jetner taking the face-off for us. Jack Myers and his crew, Brighton Russo, Wolfie and Albert on the back line here. Brighton was able to pass that over. Jack Myers chasing deep into the zone. Jetner's applying the pressure. All right, Jetner was able to pass that over. It's going to be picked up by Wisconsin. Jack Myers is going to follow Wolfie and Albert here in the back. D-to-D pass. Albert's going to pass it up. Just a little bobble there by Jetner. Could make anything as Wisconsin takes possession. Wisconsin's probably going to look across the ice here. Yep, pass it up the boards. He's going to cruise through on the other side. And another offsides call. All right, we've got 10 seconds left here in the second period. Holden Jetner ready to take this face off for us. All right. Lots of pushing and shoving, but Wisconsin was able to grab that. Holden Jetner tries to battle through the big up, and we got another whistle called. All right. Penalty on Wisconsin Junior Guardians. Couldn't see what that call was. Oh, we got a slash. Thank you. All right. Toledo. Phone a friend. All right. So Toledo Cherokee on a power play. All right. All right. Jack Myers is going to take this face off for us for the 1 second before we're going to end the second period here. All right. All right. We'll be back when we ready to start the third period. All right, we are back. Third period here. Ready to finish off this weekend series here at the Indiana Showcase. Great weekend for the TC boys. Great competition from the Junior Guardians. Hopefully we can get this done here in the next 14 minutes. All right. We're going to start this off. We got Nixie Lukes. Holden Jetner's going to take the face-off for us with Brighton Russo. Hubbard and Bomer, your buddies, back here on D. Boys were able to win that. Nixie Lukes is going to grab it, pass it up the boards to Russo. Oh, Nixie comes flying in. Yep. Jetner was able to pick that up. Little pass over to Bomer. Bomer back to Hubbard. Hubbard's going to look, pass it up to Brighton. Brighton's going to pass it. Oh, that's a Brighton special right there. That angle's always great for him. Blocked by the goalie. Still in our possession. Boys are working. And no. All right. No call there. Bomer's going to take a look. Hubbard's going to take a Hubbard slapper just a little wide. Bomer was able to pick that up on the wall. He's looking. He's going to pass it back to Jetner. Jetner's going to do a reverse. He's got Nixie Luke circling. Over to Brighton. Brighton to Nixie. Nixie was right there. Just popped a little. TC still has possession of it. Over to Nixie. Another shot. Another shot. Oh. Bomer's going to pick that up. Toss it over to up. Just right through the legs of Hubbard. Boys are going to have to reset. Brighton up on the wall. All right. We got Roman Signs joining the forces here. He's going to pass it over to Bomer. He's got Nixie Lukes ready to go. Great pass by Nixie up cross ice to Jack Myers. Jack Myers is going to take a shot right into the guts. Blocked away, pushed away, but Roman's still battling. Wisconsin has possession of it. All right. We've got a whistle here. All right. Looks like Junior Guardians with another penalty. All right. All right, we've got a cross-checking call from the Junior Guardians, which means Toledo Cherokee on a power play. All right. We got Roman Signs over here getting ready to take the face-off for us with Jack Myers and Wilkevich. Wolfie and Albert back here on your D. Woj is battling hard in the corner. Roman's going to be able to pick that up, toss it to his D. Jace was good up. Jace got that right in behind him. Now Wolfie's going to have to figure out something. Wolfie drives. Shot. Oh, Wolfie's going to pick that up. Oh, little toss right over to Woj. Woj is going to look across the ice to Signs. Signs was able to get it, but picked up by, little boot action there by Jack Myers. Albert's going to pass it off to Jack Myers. Roman's right there. Roman's going to battle through two defenders. Gets tied up just a little. Wisconsin's going to pick that up. All right, Wolfie's there to catch that pass. He's going to look over to Jack Myers. A little bounce on the wall. Jack and Roman are working through. Roman's looking. He's going to take a little dish right over to Jack Myers, but just got caught up just a little. Little tackle from behind there by Jack. Tosses it up the wall. Oh, we've got a race to the... Oh, there we go. That's an icing call. TC still on a power play for 26 seconds. All right, we got Holden Jetner getting ready to take the face-off for us. Hubbard and Bomer back here on your D. Face-off one. Little bobble there. Brighton Russo's going to pick that up in the corner and look over. He's going to toss it back over to Jetner. Jetner's going to toss it back over to Brighton. Brighton's looking, circling around. Passes it back to Jetner. Shot. Oh! Still a little pushing up. Somehow that didn't go in. Picked up by Wisconsin and dumped deep into the zone. Hubbard's going to chase with Bomer. Picked up by Hubbard. He's going to send it up the wall to Cones. Cones is going to send it across the ice. Picked up by Brighton Russo. Brighton's going to send it up the wall. All right, Russo's going to circle. He's going to cruise up the middle here. He's got Jetner on his tails, along with Cones. Russo's going to dump it before he goes for a line change. Holden goes flying into the boards, loses his stick, loses his glove. All right, Wolfie and Albert are going to work hard to get this out of the zone. Nixie Lukes was able to grab that. He goes flying in. He looks for Holden Jetner is trying to battle hard to get back onside, but offside call on TC here. Junior Guardians back at full strength. All right, Jack Myers lining up to take the face-off. All right, face-off one. Wolfie was able to pick that up, sends it on the boards. Got in behind him. Chase Albert is going to have to rush to help Wolfie out. Takes the shot, goes wide. Luchansky's able to pick that up, sends it on the boards. Wolfie able to send it across the ice. Picked up by Wisconsin. Wisconsin's going to send it in deep. Wolfie able to pick that up. He looks up the boards to Luchansky. Luchansky bobbles. Turnover there. Wisconsin has possession. Still some chipping up the boards here, trying to get that puck out of our zone. All right. All right. Got Jack Myers able to pick up on that. He dumps it deep before he goes for a line change. Wolf and Albert are bailing too. Some fresh legs coming in, Hubbard and Bomer. Hudson Sorovi joins the forces along with Roman Signs. All right. Signs is circling. Oh, great pickup by Signs as he enters the zone. Does a little toe drag there. Tries to shoot. Blocked away, pushed away, picked up back by Roman. Roman's going to circle the zone again. All right. Couldn't make anything happen there as Wisconsin picks it up. Shot taken, but blocked by Harris. Picked up again by Roman Signs. He does a chip on the wall, gets tied up by Junior Guardians. All right, Hudson Sorovi with the great pickup as he... All right, that gets pushed away. Hubbard's going to send it back to Signs. Signs is going to look. Applies the pressure there. All right, looks like we got Brighton Russo popping back here on the ice, pushes it in. Wolfie and Albert join our back D here. All right, little chip on the wall. Oh, is that going to be picked up? All right. Jetner is able to pick that up. As he throws it in, Brighton Russo goes in deep. All right. Holden Jetner able to send that into the zone. All right. Big junior Guardians. He's got to battle through all our defenders. Hopefully does not get a shot. Takes the shot. And unfortunately, they were able to score that. All right. Not good for TC here. Hopefully we can recover with a quick goal. We've got 7 minutes and 26 seconds left in the third. Junior Guardians able to score that up. Boys are going to have to reset. Been a long couple of days, so hopefully they can recharge here. All right, we've got Wilkevich and Nixie back here. Jack Myers is going to take the face-off for us. Albert and Hubbard back here on your D. Face-off picked up by, Jack Myers is going to pick that up. Jack is going to look, right in front of the net. Nixie was right there. Popped out by Wisconsin. Jack Hubbard able to pick that up on the boards. Yeah. He's going to picked up by Wisconsin. Wisconsin's looking. Oh, great block by Nixie. Here we go, and he's off to the races. Let's see if he can do any little shot. Couldn't make anything happen there. He was all over him, but great try by Nixie. Try to keep that in. Thomas Wilkevich circling. Boys are going to have to dig in deep here. Jack Myers circling around. Waiting for that puck to pop out. All right, well, we got Wolfie trying to battle hard. Hopefully he can get this. All right. Wisconsin took a shot, blocked by Harris. TC's going to pick it up. Whoa, just going to send it deep. Wisconsin sends it across the ice. They're going to pop it deep into our zone before going for line change. Wolfie's going to pick that up. Nobody there to grab it. Here we go again. Wisconsin, little breakaway there, but not make anything happen. All right, Jack Myers is going to flip it. He's going for a change with Wilkevich. Roman Signs joins the forces with Brighton Russo. George Bomer's there to poke it. All right, Roman Signs able to pick that up. He's cruising through the zone. You got Brighton Russo, half a shot taken, and there's a whistle. 5 minutes and 19 seconds left in this tie game here. All right. Roman Signs is working hard with that face-off. It's going to get picked up. Brighton's going to try to fly in there, see if he can grab it. Hubbard's going to do a Hubbard special, takes the slapper. Pushed away by Wisconsin, but picked up by Bomer. Bomer's going to send it back into the corner of Luchansky. Russo's there to pick it up. Roman Signs is going to grab it. Boys are trying to figure out. Shot taken, but blocked again, picked up by Wisconsin. Wisconsin's going to send it up the boards. Hubbard's there to block. Russo sends it in deep, and he's going for a line change. All right. Wisconsin with the puck. He's going to battle. Picked up by Hubbard. Still has possession. He's going to take a shot, sends it across the ice. Luchkansky applying the pressure. And that's going to get Picked up by Bomer. Bomer's going to send it out of the zone. He's going for a change. Here comes Wolfie. Hubbard's going to be able to pick that up. Chips it up on the boards to Jack Myers. Jack Myers is going to flip it over. All right, back to Jack. All right. Wolfie's going to look. Wolfie's going to send it back. Picked up by Wisconsin. He's going to have to get back, Wolfie and Albert. Don't let him in behind. Wisconsin's going to take a shot. Blocked by Rigg, goes wide. Picked up by Wisconsin as they battle hard in the corner. You had one guy open. Oh, they're working hard. Wisconsin still has possession. It's going to take a block there by Holden Jetner as he grabs it. He's going to fly it. Jack Myers on his coattails. He takes the shot but goes just a little down. Wisconsin grabs possession of it. Jack Myers goes for a line change. As we got Nixie Lukes, he's going to circle around, toss it to Wilkevich. Wilkevich's going to circle around. He passes it to Bomer. Bomer's going to take a shot, and it scores! Let's go! All right! Let's go! Great shot by George Bomer there, our defenseman. All right. Toledo Cherokee takes the lead with 3 minutes left. There we go. Still working hard even though he wasn't feeling good. That's what we do. All right. Let's see if we can hold this off. Seal this 5-game winning streak. Brighton Russo's going to take the face-off for us. He's got Woj and Cam Cones. All right, Brighton Russo's going to get thrown out of the ring there, and Nixie Lukes is going to take the face-off for us. All right. Brighton Russo was able to pick up that and sends it in deep. Woj is going to go in there and chase. You got Hubbard and Bomer back here on your D. Boys are going to have to buckle down. Brighton Russo is able to grab it. He's going to send it back up the boards before he sends out for a line change. Woj is going for a line change too. Nixie Lukes is going to head in there. He's going to apply some pressure. Oh, and he just tips it. Evan Luchancy comes flying in. Tries to take a shot. All right. We're off to the races here as Wolf and Albert send that off. And we need to get this out of the zone before. No. Oh, my God. That did not just happen. Well, unfortunately, the D didn't apply enough pressure, and Guardians scored there with 2 minutes and 17 seconds left. All right. We've got a tie game here. All right. We're going to have to buckle down. Roman Saenz is going to take the face-off for us. It chips it over to Brighton Russo. Russo's going to take a look, but it's picked up over by Junior Guardian. Little bobble there. Roman Saenz is going to pick it up. He's going to toss it over to Nick's, who is that? Cones. Wolfie's going to look. He takes a shot. Brighton Russo's going to pick that up. He's going to circle. Russo's right at that angle. He's going to toss it back. Roman Saenz is looking. He's going to toss it over to Wolfie. Wolfie's going to look. He's going to take a shot. Chips it right over to Brighton. Brighton's going to send it in deep. Working hard in the corner. We've got 1 minute and 40 seconds left. You know these boys want it. Roman's going to be able to snap that out of there. He's working hard between a defender as they apply the pressure. He's going to take a shot. Blocked away. All right, Junior Guardians got it picked up. Big guy on the wall. Jace Albert is going to have to do some stick. Little scrum in front, covered by Rigg. All right, we've got 1 minute, 11 seconds left in the third period. They're going to take the face-off in our zone. Holden Jetner is ready to take it. Nixie Lukes comes flying in. He's able to grab it up the boards. Looked like a trip, but nothing called there. He's still tied up. And there's a cross check, and Nixie Luke's going to take them both, I hope. Well, TC is on a penalty kill. Oh, they're taking them both. All right. All right. No call there. We've got 1 minute left here in the game. Full strength on both sides there. Holden Jetner's going to apply some pressure. He's going to look up the wall. He's got Hubbard there. Hubbard's going to grab that nice poke check there. He's going to take a shot. No. Boys are working hard to get that out. Thomas Waskevich storming up the boards here. He's got Holden Jetner. Opens up. Jack Myers is going to take a shot. And he scores! Oh, my gosh. Wow. I wish I could tell you how that transpired, folks, but I really can't. So all I know is the boys want this and they want it bad. Jack Myers with a score. 34 seconds left. Let's see if they can hold this off. What a clutch goal. All right. Sending out a line here of Brighton Russo, Jay Salbert with Wolfie. Roman Signs is going to take the face-off. All right, Roman Signs is going to take it, wins the face-off, and he's going to dump it deep. Takes a peek over. We got 29 seconds left. Boys want this bad. You know it. All right. 20 seconds left here in the game. Lots of pressure being applied. Unfortunately, Junior Guardians have it. Oh, yeah. Cam Cohn's applying the awesome pressure against these big guys. Russo's going to snag it, hopefully. We've got 3 seconds left. Russo's still battling on the boards, battling some big guys. And TC wins it. What a weekend for these boys. They deserve this. Great game against the Junior Guardians. They've always been great for us. Great competition. What a weekend for these guys. Last game we have we've got a showcase coming up next weekend. Fox Motor will be a great weekend for us too. But what a weekend for these guys. All right, well, that's all my voice can take now. So everybody have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time.